it's your girl DeLaurian, and I am back and better than ever. Is it too late to say Happy New Year? It feels so good to be back. I have missed you guys, and just know that in 2023, I'm building my confidence as a creator. So you are gonna see a whole lot more of me, period. It's just period. But I'm so happy to be here, and I'm really excited to talk to you about confidence. I'm really excited about this because confidence it's crucial. And if you ever have experienced your confidence being broken in an area, you know how damaging it can be. It can almost be paralyzing. My confidence had really been rocked. And the few times that I did try to create, I probably sat down to film YouTube videos, probably maybe 10 times last year in total. And I only put up 2 videos. After those 2 videos, I recorded a few more that I didn't like. They were just trash to me. My confidence was shaken. I can create for someone else in a heartbeat, kill it. But for myself, it was a struggle, and my confidence was shaken. And it hurt. It hurt. And if you've experienced that, you know what that feels like. When your confidence in yourself in a certain area is shaken, it hurts. It's paralyzing. It's debilitating. And so I want to share with you some things that I was thinking about as it relates to confidence in the year of 2023, because this for me is a year that is personal. It's important. This is a defining year for me. I expect of myself for the end of 2023 to look much different than today. So I have to be on my and you do too. We all gotta be on our about something. So let's talk about it. So let's talk about how to be confident in 2023. How do I become confident in 2023, DeLaurian? Chase yourself. What does that look like? Let's talk about it. So I mentioned chasing yourself, oh boy, maybe 7-8 years ago for the first time. Stop chasing men. Stop chasing relationships. Stop it. Chase yourself. Chase your wholeness. Chase your completeness. Chase your singleness. Chase yourself. The things that need to be worked out in you. Let your creator and let life carve those things out. Mold you to the woman or the man that you want to be as an individual first, as a great, whole, and complete person first. Chase yourself. Stop chasing men. Chase yourself. Stop chasing love. Stop chasing love and chase yourself. Chase yourself. And the more you chase yourself, you work on yourself, you love yourself, you're going to look up and say, oh, I haven't even called such and such who wasn't worried about me anyway. When you chase yourself, the byproduct is that you stop worrying about people who don't belong in your life in the first place. The desire for them will dissipate. You won't want them anyway. It will happen, and it can happen. And I urge you to chase you. Chasing yourself. The process of growth, the process of loving on yourself, knowing that you are more than enough simply because you exist. But chasing yourself is sexy. Chasing yourself, being about your business, right? Being focused on what's important to you. Understanding yourself through and through. So think about the way you study a subject is how you study yourself. You chase yourself. The way you study someone you're interested in is how you study yourself. You chase yourself. You look to grow. You learn of yourself. You challenge yourself. You love on yourself. You rest in yourself. You get better. You expand. You become more evolved. You learn. You self-educate. You place yourself in surroundings that are fruitful for you. You place yourself around people who edify you. You pour into people. You pour into yourself. You take yourself out on nice dates. You live well within yourself. You talk well to yourself. You speak well of yourself. You look good. And when I say look good, that is to your liking, whatever that is. You chase yourself. You don't entertain people who don't mean you well. You don't date people who don't treat you with the highest respect. You don't entertain friendships that are one-sided. You love yourself. You are kind to yourself. You chase yourself. In my younger days, I used to chase men in the sense of always in my mind about them, always in my mind about what he's thinking, what he's doing, when he wasn't thinking about me. I know I'm not the only one who's been there. You were so worried about someone, whoever you're dating, you're so worried about them in your mind, and they out doing whatever they want to do, not thinking about you. But that kind of energy that you put into other things and other people, you need to put that into yourself. So for me, that looks like loving yourself, chasing you, spending time with you, not being afraid to spend time alone, walking in your goodness, honey, walking in your beauty, loving what you see, accepting your flaws and correcting the ones that need correcting. Character development. Oh, it's so beautiful to chase yourself. So let's get into what that looks like. Let's define confidence. So confidence is the feeling or belief that one can rely on someone or something, the state of feeling certain about the truth of something, a feeling of self-assurance arising from one's appreciation of one's own abilities or qualities, trust, belief, faith, conviction. Actually, going through these definitions, it really expanded the way I'm going to look at confidence this year. And for me now, confidence is a feeling or knowing that you can rely on something or someone. If we look at that through the lens of self-confidence, it's a feeling or knowing that you can rely on yourself, that you can rely on yourself. So how do you become someone you can rely on? And that's where I'd like to say, you chase yourself. I want to start the year off giving us 3 practical things that we can be aware of that will help us with our confidence or help us to look at our confidence in a different way this year. Let's do it. Number 1, identify parts of yourself that need growth. Take a step back and self-assess. Really take some time to yourself. Get by yourself and really think about what are some areas that have come up for me that I need to pay attention to in order to become a more evolved person. What are some areas that need a little work? Where do I need to stretch myself? Where are some areas I need to pay more attention to? Where do I need to challenge myself? Whatever that looks like. I'm sure if you really sit back and take some time, whether it's journaling to yourself, whether it's just spending some quiet time alone in conversations with your friends and the people that you trust. Hey, are there some ways that I'm missing the mark here? Really sitting by yourself and really thinking about what area do I need to pay attention to? What areas do I want to pay attention to personally? It could be personally, it could be professionally, but the first thing you need to do is really identify the areas that need growth. And you do this by an assessment exercise. Maybe you need to go through your journal. Maybe you need to write out your thoughts. Maybe you need to just really reflect and really think about what that looks like for you. And that to me is a key. And it doesn't just happen in the span of 15 minutes. For some it may, but give yourself some grace to really think about what are my areas of focus for this year? What's important to me? Where am I slacking? Or where could I do better? Where can I be better? Where can I be more expansive, right? So assess. The second thing, do it and do it and do it and do it again and again and again and again. Do it and do it and do it and do it again and again and again and again. Do it and do it well. Q's LL Cool J. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Do it and do it and do it again. Essentially, once you identify the area that you want to pay attention to, an area where you want to grow, now it's time to do it. I've been very frustrated creatively. I was in a situation where I wasn't the happiest, I wasn't feeling joy every day, and so I decided to make a move and make a change. I had to do something about it. So I reached out to some old clients and I said, hey, I'm looking to create, let's get to work. And that's what I did. Had clients sign up for some packages, went home to Detroit and got my tail to work. Here we are. And I believe that timing is everything. So it is an honor to be directing you today. I thank you all for bringing your stories and your authenticity to pour into her vision. No pressure today. We have plenty of time. This is literally just a conversation that we're going to be having together. So I want this to be enjoyable for you guys and fun. You look beautiful. Thank you all for your great energy, and I'm here to help and get her vision across visually, and that's what we're going to do. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. I was initially planning to do a shoot or two. I ended up having like 9. In creating for other people, it sparked that inspiration, it sparked some ideas in creating for myself. I would encourage you to get in the trenches and do it and do it and do it and do it again and again and again, because that consistency is where excellence will be born. Doing it once is cool. Doing it 10 times is even better. So whatever it is, there's gonna have to be a commitment to this thing. If you've left him or her multiple times and you've gone back and you found that maybe this person isn't a good fit for you, maybe you're not the most compatible, maybe this isn't the kind of person that you can see yourself with in the future, and you've left and you've gone back and you've left and you've gone back, another day, another chance. Another day, another chance. Every day you wake up is another chance. Hell, every minute you're alive is another chance to make another decision. So never be too down on yourself about maybe not being exactly where you want to be in that area, because there's never a minute that you don't have the opportunity to make a different decision. Never be afraid or never be ashamed of doing something again because you haven't completed it the first time. It's okay. And doing it and doing it and doing it well again and again and again, you're gonna get better at whatever that thing is. You're gonna get wiser in that situation. You're gonna grow, you're gonna experience growth, and you're going to begin to build even more confidence because you're gonna be strengthening that muscle. You're gonna be working that muscle, you're gonna be flexing that muscle, and you're gonna gain confidence in that area. So doing it and doing it and doing it well, and doing it and doing it and doing it again and again and again consistently is key to building confidence in 2023. Number 3, keep your word to yourself. Keeping your word to yourself is big for me. Oh boy, am I one on speaking life and knowing what you want and going after what you want. But this last year, it has been such a challenge for myself. It's been challenging, you guys. It's been challenging. I can't lie, y'all. It's been challenging. Creatively, I've been really discouraged because, I've been able to get better creating for everybody else. And then my stuff is just kind of, But I know I have something to give. I know I have something to share. I know I have something special. I know this is a part of my bigger purpose, but content's, it's not to the level. There was a lot going on with me emotionally and mentally in 2022. And I also believe that maybe it was just meant for me to live without the pressure of creating, just to live. I say all that to say, I didn't feel like I kept my word to myself last year as it relates to my purpose. And I was very, very hard on myself. I was very hard on myself. I just didn't feel like I met the mark. And I will give myself some grace. I did keep my word to myself in the sense of I did it. I moved here. I did it. I conquered a lot. So I will give myself that. But there are some other areas where I hadn't quite kept my word to myself. And I intend to keep my word to myself as much as I can in 2023. So for me, that looks like doing it and doing it and doing it well. It looks like showing up and executing. Keeping your word to yourself, it builds confidence. Because if I keep my word to myself, if I know that I can rely on myself, which we've established is a part of confidence, being able to rely on someone or something, keeping my word to myself helps me get there. And if I put that in practice, that helps me build more confidence in myself. So if I keep my word to myself that when I push pen to paper, and when I put on that to-do list that I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna record something, even if I don't have a clear vision on what that output looks like, I'm going to record it. Now I've kept my word to myself. That's one part of a bigger picture that comes to pass, that affects my purpose. Think about it. Most people you trust them because you can depend on them. They're reliable. You can trust them. They keep their word. If they say they're going to do something, they show up. So we got to be committed to showing up for ourselves by keeping your word to yourself. So for me, I'm keeping my word to myself. I will be executing this year. It may not be pretty, it may not be perfect, but I'm committed to it, whatever that looks like for me. And I encourage you to do the same, because keeping your word to yourself, it builds self-trust, which builds self-confidence. So these are 3 ways we're taking confidence into 2023. Identify your area of opportunity and growth. And when you identify that thing, do it and do it and do it well again and again and again. And lastly, you're going to keep your word to yourself. And I'm committed to doing the same thing. I am fighting back. I'm fighting back this year. I'm fighting back. I'm fighting back. And I hope you do too. So I hope this helped you look at confidence from a different lens. Turning a year older, being 10 years older doesn't equate to growth. It doesn't bring maturation. You have to consciously work when you want to grow in a specific area. And I hope this helped encourage you to do that in 2023, because we're going to do this thing together. So just know I fought for this video. Every video you get is it was a fight. A fight to keep my word to myself, a fight to get better, a fight to build my confidence in myself, to really break out of whoever I used to be and really transform and just really have a rebirth. Do me a favor, in the comment, tell me, what promise are you going to keep to yourself? What word to yourself are you going to keep in 2023? Or tell me, what do you need to do again and again and again? What do you need to be consistent with? So we can have some encouragement down in the comments, okay? I love you guys so much. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, because your girl hasn't been consistent in years. So my videos is not showing up. But I'm gonna post again and again and again until it shows up for you again and again and again. Okay? So I love you guys so much. And until next time, now go chase yourself.